press freedom. Press freedom, kayo yung number one magnanakaw ay sa uli yung propriedad, press freedom. You're bullshit. Kakapal ang mukha ninyo, kayong taga-media. You want to know my sentiments? Fuck
Press
you.
freedom in the Philippines right now is broken.
Hundreds of hate messages arrested twice in 5 weeks.
Reputation destroyed.
Threaten me with rape.
Silence.
Clickbait here.
And front rows.
What if we experience total press censorship?
The confirmed case arrived in the Philippines from Wuhan, China, via Hong Kong last January 21, 2020.
Media has played and always will play an important role in our society. Whether physical or digital, it aims to provide genuine information in different contexts such as education, democracy, and even our daily lives. Providing information can also be done in a captivating and entertaining manner which eases the consumption of both media and information. Through the internet and various forms of social media, the press communicates to the public what is happening in the society, and its freedom assists and plays a significant role in our democracy.
Despite all this, the media and the press continue to face oppression in several forms.
A court in the Philippines has convicted a prominent journalist of the crime of cyber libel. Maria now faces up to 6 years in prison. Watchdogs have called the case a serious erosion of press freedom under President Rodrigo Duterte.
Legal intimidation and retaliation are used to silence reporting. This can be done through libel and private lawsuits and subpoenas for confidential news gathering materials, which delays or prevents publication of stories.
Presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos says he will not be publicizing his statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALN.
Denial of access to documents or events which legally should be open to the public, like court proceedings, records, and press conferences, also threatens press freedom.
Colombian correspondent Julianne Marian continued with her live report in Moscow despite a fan grabbing her breast and kissing her. She later said,
kaya kami na-kidnap. But at one time when I was talking to Lawrence, they slapped me.
Journalists, especially female journalists, often face harassment both offline and online, like getting stalked, receiving death threats, and being given false information. This affects their safety and integrity.
Last year, according to UNESCO, 62 journalists were killed just for doing their jobs. Many lost their lives to conflict. But in recent years, the number of media workers killed while investigating corruption, trafficking, and other human rights violations has...
Physical violence also threatens press freedom. Several reports of violence towards journalists have been reported around the world. In 2021, according to data obtained worldwide, over 46 journalists were killed. Although journalism is not regarded as the most dangerous career in the world, there are dangers for people who enter the industry.
Media oppression will deny the people from unbiased information, which is important in monitoring relevant events and in knowing whether or not those seated in office are doing their jobs. The fundamental rights of freedom of speech and the freedom to information will be violated, and lives of journalists will continue to be jeopardized. If the media were to be completely manipulated, its true purpose of catering to the people will be lost.
Fortunately, we can defend the media and the press from this oppression. We can educate ourselves by consuming independent media sources while actively supporting and sharing their content. We can learn how to fact-check the information that we see to avoid spreading disinformation. We can join campaigns and post our opinions in social media about the #DefendPressFreedom movement.
Don't be afraid, because if you don't use your rights, you will lose them.
The media is a substantial part of society. It keeps everyone updated and aware of the events around them and around the world. It ensures that the community is informed of both the good and the bad, from new inventions and discoveries to arising crises, calamities, and injustices. It also opens dialogue for social change that will shape our world for the better. It's no secret that the media and the press are vulnerable to oppression. That's why we must defend press freedom.